Alright, so now that we've solved the layer with the t's in it, like we've done prior, now we're going to move on to the next phase, and that is to finish the full layer. And what the full layer is when all two lines are completed and the top white. Now, what this means is we're going to have to learn some algorithms. Yes, we're going to learn some algorithms. Now, there's many algorithms out there for speed, this and that. I like choosing one that's simple. Simple is good. Before we get into algorithms, let's first start by learning a cube. So when you first look at a cube, you'll notice there's an up, all right? There's a front, a right, and a left. The left is obviously on your left, the right is on your right, up, front is on the front, and down is underneath. Now, with algorithms, you're going to hear when they say turn right, you're going to turn the right in a clockwise motion. So, right is clockwise. So, they say turn right, you're going to turn right clockwise. If you see right inverted, that means you're going to turn right counterclockwise. Similar, up means clockwise, up clockwise. Up inverted is counterclockwise. Left gets confusing a little bit, but when someone says left, you want clockwise left, which is this way. Left inverted is left, counterclockwise. Down, clockwise, down inverted, yeah, clockwise. And that's all you really need to know for algorithms. So you know, when you see the algorithm, you know how to start. All right, so here we go. In the second layer, what we're trying to finish is these edge pieces, making sure they match the proper color. Now it gets a little tricky, but this is where algorithms come in and whatnot. Well, what you want to do is on the bottom layer, which is this bottom layer, you want to look for edges with no yellow in them, edge pieces with no yellow in them, and those are the ones we want to work with. So you'll see right here, there's here with no edges in them. And what you want to do is the green, because the green is facing this way, you want to make sure it is matching up with its center. Once that face is matching up with the center, you notice there's red on the top layer. That means this edge piece wants to go to this edge piece because there's red. So this red, we want to move it here so this red and green match up. Now here's the algorithm, and I like to think of it more of a pattern. But what you'll be doing is 2 steps, and each step is going to be 5 moves one way and 5 moves the other way in alternating motion. So because we want this to move to the right, really what we want to move this way. It's really what the piece is, but we don't want to mess up everything else. So what we want to do is, because we're going in reverse, and this is the bottom, this is the front, so the down and the front we're going to be moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 moves and we're going to alternate between front and down. Because we're starting in reverse, we're going to go 5 moves in reverse, and then we're going to do the opposite, 5 moves forward. So what we're going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll notice now we moved the piece. So what I did there is I went 5 moves alternating in reverse between front and down. I'm right-handed, so I tend to tilt the cube a bit to the right. And then once I did my 5, then I continued on with the alternating, but I did 5 forward because I started in reverse. Hopefully that makes sense. Here's another one where we matched up 2 lines green. Now green's on this side, so we need to move this here. So we're going to start in reverse because we want to move this. Just easy way to remember. If this needed to go this way, we would start in forward, not in inverted mode. So what we do, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and forward now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got those 2 matched up. Here we have a red and blue. Move over to the red and blue. We need to move it that way. So we start in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. We have orange there. Now here it's in the other way. We want it to move this way because the blue, orange or blue. So instead of going reverse, we're going to start forward. So we go forward. So 1, forward, 2, forward, 3, 4, 5. Now we go in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll notice you'll match them all up. Now there may be a case where there isn't the edge piece, the wrong edge pieces between these two. What you want to do in those cases is you just grab a edge piece with yellow and you just kind of want to move the yellow piece, pushing this one out. That way it'll help if you have the edge piece stuck, the wrong edge piece stuck in this layer. You're going to have to push it out by moving one of the yellow pieces in there. And that's how you solve the second layer. Now before moving on to the next step, I would practice this a lot. It's probably where you're going to be spending most of your time figuring out how to do the second layer in complete fullness. Alright, so practice that and we'll go on to the next step. Alright, we're ready to start solving the last part of our cube. We've already got the first 2/3, 2 layers solved. That's all white, and these lines all finished. So what we want to do is turn the cubes upside down. I want to work with the top. The reason why I have a few cubes is because I need you to understand we're only going to be worrying about the yellow top pieces for now. Our goal here is to get yellow crosses, regardless of the colors on the side. We just want to get a yellow cross in front. Now, when you first look at your cube, yellow on top, you're really going to see 3 types of scenarios. You're going to see one scenario where there's one in the middle, disregard anything else. So just one in the middle, there might be other ones. One across, the yellows are across. It doesn't matter about anything else, where are they, but you're going to have one phase where one's across, and one is an inverted L. Okay, you disregard it. So the 3 phases we're looking at is one in the middle only, one horizontal across, and one where we have an inverted L. So let's, now what's nice about this is regardless of what state it is, there's one algorithm that'll get it to be a yellow cross. All you do is keep on doing the algorithm over and over again. So let's take the L. So if we looked at the top and we said, hey, there's an L, that's inverted L, make sure it's in the top left corner of the up layer, and we're going to start. Now the way I like to look at it is it's 3 forward and 3 reverse. You just got to know which sides to do. So first we go forward, right, upper, and then in reverse we go right, upper, forward, reverse. Now you notice I got that one line again, which is good, and what we do is continue on with the same algorithm, forward, right, upper, and in reverse we go right, upper, forward. And there you go, you see you have our cross. And you can disregard the other 2, but the whole point is to get it to the cross. In this scenario, if we looked up, we want to make sure that the cross is across, horizontal, and we do it forward, right, upper, and in reverse we go right, upper, forward. And we have the cross, and you'll notice everything else, the other 2/3 have not been done. Alright, so that's step 1 of the last step.